Let's go fishing.
I love to fish shallow. To me, shallow, less than 5 foot of water is one of the funnest ways to fish. I like to throw the targets on the bank. I don't care what those targets are. Reeds, rocks, laydowns, boat docks, anything, grass, I don't care what it is. I just like to fish shallow.
Chunking and winding in the spring, see if we can find some that have moved up into a flat and everything. And we're kind of going down through here. You can see the creek that's going in here. There's a big marina. I mean, the fish want to go back. It's just the natural migration, and you just got to get the bait in front of them and intersect them somewhere. So that's really all we're going to try to do. And when you can find them this time of the year, it's not uncommon to really wreck them. And Kentucky Lake has more than plenty to wreck. There he is. Right there at the boat, there is a drop off. I can see it on my sonar right there. I had my Panoptics out there. It was kind of doubled up, just a little sand drop. Come here, that's a nice, boy, he just barely got it. You know, this water's kind of muddy right here right now. Throwing that chartreuse black back. Caught him on the back hook. He just probably swiped at it. More than likely just moving in to set up the spawn. Nice fat Kentucky Lake bass. Whole bunch of them right out here. I'm right at the end of our shading, right where that drop off is. I mean, it makes sense. It doesn't look like it, you know, if you were just kind of, golly, I just got crushed. I can see so many fish on the Panoptics right now. I mean, they are just piled up on the Panoptics right in front of me. This is fixing to get stupid, I have a feeling.
Once you get your first bite, it's amazing how your whole mood changes and what you start to do and what you start to notice in an area. Immediately to the right of where I caught, you know, my first fish, I noticed there was a little kind of a bay, a little pocket. And when I look at my mapping, it looks really shallow. I had dialed in the exact water depth based on how low they'd drawn it down. And I'm thinking, man, there's not but a foot or two of water up in there. But I've learned in the past, that's all it takes sometimes. You just got to get in there, find where the little ditch is, find where maybe the wind's blowing the bait fish in, and if you can find a little bit of a depression, it might only be 6 inches to a foot in some of these shallow pockets, you can find a lot of fish.
They bite, they are fun to catch. Let him go back. Well, this is such a famous body of water. It's always fun to come over here. A lot of times I come over here and I don't necessarily get a chance to fish. We'll be doing the collegiate Cabela's Big Bass presented by Berkley, and I'll come over here and we'll work that, and you see all these kids coming in with 4-pounder after 4-pounder, and occasionally those 8s and 9s are rolling in. And this time I just decided to come over a couple days early and really get a chance to enjoy the area. I've been coming over here now for about 5 years straight to the Paris, Tennessee area for that event, and it's just fun. And I mean, I couldn't resist it. I had to come 2 days early.
You know, a few things to keep in mind when you're fishing shallow cover. Boat positioning is so key. You know, it's very easy to hit your trolling motor and just totally blow silt everywhere, but that's where a power pole really comes into play. You can ease up to the shallow cover, drop your power poles down, maintain position, and make multiple presentations from different angles with different baits.
That's a couple of bites on that same cast. Use those power poles to my advantage right there. And there he is. This might be another drum. No, it's a bass. Oh man, down there, dirt, shallow. That's fun. Look at that. That's what you call eating it right there. When they get it right like that, that's eating it. Man, I'm fishing in 2.8 according to here, but I'm casting about 6 inches to catch these little guys that are up here. They sure are fun.